How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. New brewery time in the form of Black Flag Brewing and Olivier Brewing. It's the Me and the Boys Sour IPA. I have never heard of these breweries before. I do not even know where they're located. There's no like, hey, we're here thing on this label. It just has the brewery names. You got the little two collabs there. All I know is my boy George gave this to me. You know, Massive Troll Reviews. He is the man. He just got married to his lovely now wife. Congratulations, brother. But he bestowed this on to me when we bumped into each other while we were on the road. We bumped into each other at a brewery. Who would have thunk it? And yeah, kind of in the mood for a sour IPA. I haven't had one for a hot minute, so we'll see what's what. Art-wise, you know, it kind of reminds me of like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or something like that. Is what it is. I don't like Aqua Teen, but anyway, what do we have there? That looks like mango guava passion fruit juice. Two fingers, like infinitely creamy while at the same time kind of rocky and fluffy on the edges. Kind of had barely just off-white. And yeah, that looks like tropical fruit juice. That does not look like beer. You know? So, let's see if we can get a nose in the sucker. Yeah, I mean, it really is a fruit medley. I kind of assume that's what's going on here. Basically, we have a cow. I assume there's lactose in it. We have strawberries. We have a vanilla plant. And then we have hops. So I assume it's a strawberry, lactose, vanilla IPA. I'm getting generic kind of berry vibes. I'm not getting a big vanilla or lactose vibe off of the nose. But you can tell there's something extra sweet to it. So it kind of makes sense. It's a little bit of nondescript fruitiness. A little bit of very soft tartness. And that little bit of extra sweetness, not necessarily kind of, you know, showing its hand when it comes to the vanilla or the lactose, but there's something else going on there, so let's dive in. Cheers. Okay, vanilla definitely leads the way for me. It's not heavy-handed. It's a gentle beer. This is 7%. It does not drink 7%, but vanilla leads the way. It's a gentle beer across the board, but it's number one. It's number one by an eke, but it's not overpowering. Vanilla can be really, really overpowering for me. It's not there, so that I really dig. The strawberries actually come in second, but it's not like a big, vibrant red strawberry. It's almost like an under-ripened white kind of strawberry thing, which I really kind of fucking dig. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, a ton of lactose in there, maybe a little bit of mouthfeel vibes, but you're talking about vanilla lactose, they can get very similar, so I'm sure that lactose is propping that vanilla up and kind of tempering a little bit of the lactose at the same time, so you're just kind of leaning heavily vanilla, so it kind of makes sense there. And it is bitter. There's a little bit of soft, generic kind of fruited vibes in that hot presence, but it's more just kind of a generic bittering that's kind of bouncing off all those kind of fruit flavors, that sweetness you're getting from the lactose vanilla and the strawberry. And there's a soft tartness to it. It's barely a sour beer. I wouldn't even call it. It's more like a, I mean, it's sour, but it's most sour in the least sourest kind of way. I like it. A little bit of soft tartness, very soft, vanilla leading the way. Those strawberries really do come through, though. Every sip I take, that strawberry gets more and more vibrant, but it's really hard to quantify because it's not strawberry flavoring. It's legit under-ripened or like a white strawberry kind of strawberry. It's that kind of earthy strawberryness that you rarely get in a lot of beers. So that is the coolest thing about this beer. The light, subtle-handedness when it comes to vanilla in combination, the way that really subtle, really light strawberry really comes through, while at the same time staying a beer, being a beer. It doesn't taste like a fruit smoothie, or it doesn't taste like something with 19 different adjuncts. It tastes like beer. But the way those flavors and how deft they're used, how gently they're used, while at the same time being impactful, I like this beer. It's pretty damn good stuff. Yeah, I'm a fan. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better sour IPAs that I've had as of late. Yes, towards the top too. It's, you know, exactly what I would usually bitch about when it comes about IPAs, and that it drinks like 5%, although it's 7. But I appreciate the flavors, the subtle flavors that are there, because they're hard flavors to make expressive, and there's a nice soft grainy gristiness to the beer too. I didn't even mention that. I like that too. It's like you can taste like this rich kind of like oaty graininess to it. I dig. Anyway, Those flavors are very subtle, but they're all so in line. And I wouldn't say balanced, but in line enough and impactful enough to the way they all show up in a very subtle flavor profile. That really turns me on. So I eschew the 7%. It tastes like 5% hill I usually die on and bitch about. I like this, even though it drinks like a 5% beer. Bag and availability, no idea. My buddy George gave it to me, so maybe somebody out there and wherever the hell Black Flag and Olivier Brewing is, because I have no idea. Maybe you can chime in on that and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. See, this is a weird one. I'd say if you like session IPAs, but at the same time you like very wild, maybe spontaneously fermented wild fruited beers. It has nothing to do with either of those two things, but that's kind of where the flavors make the most sense in my brain. So if you like that kind of under-ripened strawberry, white strawberry kind of flavor, you like vanilla in a very gentle fashion, you like a bittering that's not over the top but meaningful, and you like sour beer that's not challenging. It's taking all those bits and pieces of subtlety, marrying them together in a really fun beer. Then you'll like it. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little collab sour IPA jam right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.